Hey, what's good, everybody? I wanted to do a full moon reading. It's a full moon in Taurus. So, and it's the last super moon of the year or the Gregorian calendar year, right? So I wanted to go ahead and do it already. I've been having a lot of crazy things happening, a lot of crazy dreams that maybe I'll do another video to talk about them, right? But yeah, I actually had done a reading that I was gonna post, but it was just so crazy. I was kind of confused by it, but it kind of made sense after, right? It ended up being a long reading and it seemed very personal, right? Like not not to me, but for whoever it was connecting, whoever was gonna connect with it, it was almost like if I was doing a personal reading, right? So I was like, you know what? Let me just do another collective reading. So this for the full moon. Ooh, oh man, that one just flew out. Okay, so uh-oh. I think this is the same as like, yeah, it is the devil. So damn, okay, I don't even know. All right. Well, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. So if that's what it is, that's what it is. The devil, Samael, the severity of God. Wow. And just so you know, right, this angel deck that I'm using is not like the traditional Rider Waite or even other tarot cards. It seems to have its own meaning in a way, and then sometimes it does relate. So just take it. But if you want to take it the other way, just take it how the regular Rider Waite and all that. But I'm gonna read it how these cards say it, right? So seduction and downfall, communicates with the dead, teaches the occult and magic. Oh, wow. So I don't know, you guys talking about me over here. So let's see, right? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. This one came out with it, so I'm just gonna read it. Three of Wands, Sitael, the god of hope. So I think this one had came out on the other one where I was like, construction of the universe, help with great works, protection from adversaries. Okay, so whoever I'm connecting to, it's like, man, why? I would almost think it's another Gemini because construction of the universe, help with great works, protection from adversaries, and then you have seduction and all right, let's clarify the devil then. Let me see if I could use the other deck to clarify because I feel like these angel cards sometimes it's a little see that's how I went with the other one, and after it started making sense. That's why after the long reading, it finally started making sense. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just redo another one tomorrow in the morning. I was tired too, so okay, so clarify the devil, because you guys are confusing me over here. Clarify the devil. What do you mean by the devil? And then we got hope over here, so okay, there we go. Bam. Ten of Swords. Oh wow. Wow. Betrayal, completion, darkest hours, internal suffering, painful ending, numb. So is this what you were going through? Wow. Was there someone There was a betrayal then? Wow. So whoever I'm connecting to, but then it's like protection, right? Protection from adversaries. So that's one energy then. So there was a betrayal. Someone I'm connecting with, you were dealing with someone that was not good, right? And someone that, hey, obviously, right? This is a tarot reading, so or a reading in general, right? Not just tarot, but I guess, there's oh, so for this one, to clarify this one, I got Page of Pentacles. New opportunity, student, new idea, raise, hobby, solid message, planning, right? So there's a new beginning after dealing with that, right? Whatever it was, betrayal, friendships, family, significant other, something. There was something pretty harsh, right? Someone was definitely in, and hey, it wasn't, someone that was dealing with maybe they were dealing with black magic and that kind of stuff, right? Cause obviously there's I don't know if light workers is I don't really know if I like that word, but there's people that use their gifts for good, right? And have those kind of gifts, and then there's people that use them for bad. See, like the opposite of that would probably be like the high priestess, but you were dealing with someone with the devil energy, then that's probably okay. Doesn't seem like that one wants to say anything else, but let me see if there's any other angel messages. One almost came out, but oh, oh man, we want to talk, but time because that was too many cards that came out. Okay, all right. Wow. Let's see. God, the highest being. Wow, look at that. It's like kicking somebody out. Five of Swords. Desire to know the acquisition of wisdom. That's strange. For me, what I got right away, it's almost like that, right? Like kicking out it's almost like a whole Adam and Eve kind of thing, right? But it's almost like that. I feel like whoever you were dealing with, maybe they started, let me take out, I don't know if you heard my phone, so let me turn down the ringer. It's almost like if whoever you were dealing with maybe was someone that had started originally good, right? And studying the occult and all this and that, but somewhere it feels very like that, like they went in the wrong path, right? Rather than stay on the up and up, they decided to use their gifts for, let's see, clarify. Yeah, I don't know. Man, there were two. Wow. I don't know what I feel with that one because these two came out. Twin Flame and High Priestess. Was this your twin flame? Were you complete opposites? Like, you know? Wow. See, remember I said the priestess? Wow. So I feel like, damn. Like, imagine that your twin flame being your, for those that believe in it or not, I've never really been someone that goes with that idea because I feel like some people get stuck in that, right? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that your twin flame, you guys are gonna reunite in this lifetime, right? So I've studied everything, so whatever. I know enough about this twin flame journey to know that whether you believe in it or not. I don't like that some people will stay stuck, like, oh, my twin flame, they're married, they have kids and everything, but I'm gonna wait for them and this and that, and it's like, you know, is that really your twin flame? And then it's like different things. Or in this lifetime, you don't have to wait around for something that probably isn't gonna happen in this lifetime. And if it does, the universe is gonna take care of that. So you're not supposed to just like, oh, let me sit around and grow cobwebs while whatever. But all that aside, so I don't veer off too much. It seems like it was like an equal, right? Like I'm guessing this is your energy, right? The high priestess, and this was a whole twin flame connection, and we're talking about that. It's almost like you know whatever, male or female, right? Like the devil is like if what we know of Jesus or the devil or whatever. I think Archangel Michael. I don't know which one's a better comparison to the devil. Is it Archangel Michael that's the one that defeated him, or that? It's almost like if whatever, whatever gender and male, female, or whoever was what. Like that was the dynamic here. Like you had someone that was straight, went on the dark side, and then you had someone that stayed on the uppity up, and you're getting a new beginning, right? Whoever. So if whoever's listening to this, if you connected with someone that was like, damn, this person was like the devil incarnate, but they were like a twin flame, and they say a twin flame is not always like that, right? It's not always that you're supposed to end up with them Maybe something magical does happen if you do, right? But that's not a every lifetime thing, or it could take 10 lifetimes to get there, right? You would both have to be on the same level and learn your lessons, right? And from what I'm feeling so far, I don't know. Let me see. Okay, so has this person that fell from grace, have they learned their lesson? Have they actually learned their lesson? Or is this just like, I mean, it's new beginning. I don't even think I really need to. What's the advice then? What's the advice? Because there's a new beginning. So is it with the so-called twin flame, or is it like oof, no, a tower? Look at, so there was a tower and everything. Destruction, force change, catastrophe. So I'm guessing this person had a rude awakening, right? So what's the advice for the high vibe collective, right? For whoever's stayed in their high priestess energy, high priest, however, right? Male, female, doesn't matter. Wow, what in the world? So maybe like lovers, right? New beginning. So hey, I want to say it's with someone new because that's how it feels, right? Like, hey, you went through what you went through. How, you know, let's say for a very, very, very minute, like very few, it could be like something like that, right? Where I don't feel that though. So I don't want to say, I don't want to force something. So it does feel very new, right? It feels like, let's just say that, right? And then you take it how it resonates. But it feels like after this whole disaster that you went through, there, literally imagine it's like a pure person dealing with, I mean, there's a huge lesson in that. So imagine like, hey, you probably just went through the life lesson of all life lessons, or a very big life lesson dealing with completely, the yin and yang. I mean, it's a whole universal thing. This is pretty deep, actually. I'm tripping out right here. And then to get into this thing, partnership, being in love, commitment, choices, crossroads, harmonized relationship. Who doesn't want? I mean, some people don't want that, right? That's why the word toxic love and all that is so popular now, right? Like people will have shirts that say I'm toxic and this and that, and it's supposed to be cute, right? Like people are proud of that, but you know, um, I like this, man. So hey, it looks like man, whoever learned their lesson, like good job, right? Bam! Oh my God, look at this. You can't even make this stuff up. This thing just hopped down. Like I was, it just jumped down. That's crazy. That was just insane, right? Eight, right? Almost like it was a karmic thing. Strength. Look at that. Brave heart, regal, strong-willed, independent, endgame, confidence, power. So good for you. It took a lot of strength. That's what I'm feeling. Like it must have taken a lot of strength to hang in there after going through that, right? Wow, what a beautiful read. I mean, it sounds like it was a disaster. Damn, dealing with your exact like, imagine that, right? Like, I'm hearing the word manipulative. Like, I feel like you dealt with someone which is even in a way it's worse, right? Because sometimes when you don't see things coming, it'll pull the rug right out from under you. I know that's an old term. Hopefully, you understand what that means, right? But it'll pull the rug right out from under you, like imagine that thinking you have like the perfect life, and then one day all of a sudden, right? Like, I don't know, you walk in on, a partner doing something, or you find out, right? It's like being married and then you find out like your partner had a whole nother family or something, but this is whatever the situation was, right? It's like that's what I feel you dealt with, right? Like, damn. So, okay. So I think that's enough of that, right? I don't want to complicate it, right? Because last time I went too complicated. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more just because, but I feel like that message is pretty clear, right? I don't know, unless there's a message for somebody else they want me to throw in there, right? Because I feel like that was a whole story already, right? So let's see. Any other message you want to give? All right. Wow. Okay. So maybe it's still continuing that story, right? Page of Cups, right? Sensitivity, message of love, fantasy, pregnancy, surprise, and admire emotional. So it's like I feel like it's gonna start really like that, right? Like very innocent, very, you know, kind of like, like I don't know, like the cliche storybook kind of thing, which hey, you know, you know, I don't know. Hopefully it feels good. I don't know. I have like a good energy about that. Like it's gonna be something good. It's gonna start off innocent, playful. Like I don't think you got anything to worry about. That's pretty cool. I like it. I don't even know this was gonna be like a love type reading, but relationships can affect so much of your life, right? Like you could have a bad relationship and it'll mess you up at work, right? You'll be going to work all messed up, might even lose your job over it, right? Like there's so many things. So relationships are the foundation of this life we live, right? Like look how many people have look at that. Bam. So this is hope, healing, inspiration, wishes, renewed, spirituality, individuality, creative thinker, star. Aquarius energy, and I know right now we're about to start this whole age of Aquarius or whatever what they say the Pluto's going in Aquarius for like something's going in Aquarius for the next 20 years, right? So that's all I know. Um yeah, so that's amazing. And this kind of reminds me of the other reading I did where there was this person with all these ideas. So I think right now whoever I'm connecting with is that's kind of where you're at. So take advice from the other reading I did where it's like make sure you don't get lost in that. Make sure you pick something, right? So, damn, it's beautiful. Like you're the star, right? Like sky's the limit, right? Space, like not sky's the limit, beyond that, right? The stars obviously aren't even in the sky. They're like beyond that, right? In space, in the universe, and okay, any other message? Because I don't want to just keep pulling and pulling. I feel like this is already like the greatest. I mean, after that, right? To go through that, right? To deal with like the devil incarnate, it almost feels like whoever I'm connecting with is meant for something, right? Because it's almost like the devil sent his best, right? Even whether it was whether it was like a twin flame type thing or whatever. I don't know what this is. I don't know. You take it however it resonates, right? But this is quick communication, rapid action, harsh words, reckless, intelligent confidence. So I don't know if this was like the type of energy you were dealing with too. I don't know, right? It is a new story already, like because that one doesn't really go with the other story. Or maybe this is the that person, right? I think Mercury's about to go retrograde, so maybe you're gonna have some kind of communication with this person that you were dealing with, right? Like before, right? Before I really started setting boundaries, like it never failed. Every like Mercury retrograde, someone from my past will pop in. Every single one. I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like this, like it never failed, right? And then finally it stopped once I completely cut those cords, right? So maybe something about that quick communication. Maybe it's you that has to give the harsh words, right? Maybe you just have to be like, you know what? I think that's it. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like think that's it, right? I think that's it, right? Let me see one more. Any last advice then before I any last advice? Right. So there was a judgment, or maybe you have to make that judgment, right? Awakening, resurrection, reincarnation, reunion, shocking ascension, rebirth. So you take it how you want. Like I said, right at the beginning, it was like, okay, so to be fair, right? Is it possible that someone could be like die and be reborn? Yeah, of course, right? Obviously, we just ended the whole Scorpio new moon. Did someone really have that much of a awakening after a tower and a harsh judgment? You're gonna have to decide, right? You're gonna have to decide if you'd be willing to entertain that situation. But right there, it was like sometimes when we go backwards, right? It feels like the judgment was already cast, right? Like the judgment, you got the judgment in your favor, right? Whoever I'm connecting with, like that's it. So it's gonna be up to you. Like, the universe can only do so much. They'll give you the advice and all this and that, right? And of course, right, this is just a general reading, so don't try to fit how do they say, a square into or a square into a round peg or something like that. I don't know, but if you're not connecting with it, then I mean, don't base your life decisions on a general reading online, right? But oh wow, fotografía. So this one, I like to use in case there's any ancestors out there that want to give you a quick message or any of that good stuff. So I ended with this one, right? Fotografía. So this is from any loved one that might be watching over you. Um, so if you're not familiar with all that stuff, you know that there are, whether it's spirit guides or it's a number 33, which is significant because this morning the 33 I saw pop up here and there. So let me see. 33. Fotografía. Develop your best moments until the images are larger than life. We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. Oh, that's an Ed Sheeran. Oh, this had came out, I think, when during Dia de los Muertos. So here's the message. My love, take a snapshot in your mind of a favorite time of connection with me. This could be an epic moment or one that was simple, ordinary, or and mundane. In the dark room of your inner chamber, take this memory and blow it up larger than life. Access your imagination and allow this moment to become as big as the sky and beyond. Allow the rapture of the feeling of this moment to sweep you up and carry you through the aperture of your non physical awareness through infinity. Now, take a peek at the big picture of you, and you'll gain a glimpse of the wisdom of countless multiple parallel lives encoded within. Glance into the mirror of your highest self. Capture a freeze frame of you with the light shooting through your eyes, the glows of the stars twinkling through your smile, the glow of the stars twinkling, just like the card that came out, you see? Through your smile and beams of heaven emanating from your heart. Know that you've made a deeper impact on life than you could ever fathom or could be displayed on even the most lavish ofrenda. And there's even a mantra. I emblazon my most joyous memories of my loved ones in my mind and heart as I carry them on my altar within. So that's beautiful, right? Um, so I think whoever's watching over you just wants you to remember good times and maybe that. Maybe after even having those kind of connections, maybe this was like a romantic connection, but remembering that you have connections with others in this life that are, regardless of relationship is a relationship. It doesn't have to be like every connection matters, right? It's funny too that it talks about parallel because I won't get into that, whatever. But you know, just know that every connection matters, right? And so even that, right? Let's say your grandma or someone, and you deal with something bad, but you could focus on those good memories of good things, right? And it'll help you get through your healing to know that all those connections matter, right? It was about the connection, right? I had a good connection, and you want to make more of those connections, right? As while you're still here on earth, it's very optimistic to know that you can have connections like that. It doesn't always have to be. I know most people focus on being involved with someone, in an intimate way and this and that, but those connections can be more intimate in a different kind of way, right? On a more spiritual level, or different things like that, right? So on that note, I'll end it. And let me see. I'm thinking if I should do any more. I think that's good for now. I'll do another one tonight or something, but I'll end it with that. Hopefully, well, I don't know. Hopefully it resonated, but hey, if it resonated, let me know in the comments. I know this was a little crazy. It started off kind of, but I feel like overall it was a good. It went in a good direction, and someone's looking over you, or they commend you for doing something in a good way. I'm taking it that because it came out like this, maybe you weren't vindictive, right? Maybe you weren't like, I'm gonna get this person back. You kind of just let the things go. You took the pain and maybe transmuted it, right? You let that tower fall. That person built a tower and let it fall on themselves, basically, right? Whoever you were dealing with, they chose a path at one point of like, hey, I have these gifts too, right? So I'm taking it. I'm speaking to two people that were gifted in this situation. One chose a darker path, and you chose to stay on the up and up, and a higher vibrational path. I'll just say it like that. And on that note, I'll end it there. All right, thanks. Peace.